In today's video, I teach you how to fill acrylic nails, how to fill your opposite hand easily, and how to nail polish tips you don't want to miss, so stay tuned. And today, I'm going to show you how to fill your opposite hand. And for a lot of you at home who might not have all of the equipment that I've been showing, I'm going to show you how to do it all with a hand file. First thing you're going to do is push back your cuticles. The key to doing your opposite hand is balance. Now this is not a left-handed cuticle pusher, but if you turn your hand to the side, you can still use it to push back the skin. If you don't want to use that end, you can always use the spoon end of the pusher. Now I'm just pushing this skin back to reveal this little culprit of lifting. You have to get all of that off the nail plate. If you don't get that off the nail plate, the new acrylic will stick to that and cause lots of lifting. Now, a lot of people are really uncoordinated when they do their left hand, so I'm going to teach you some things that will help you get faster at it and not be so awkward. All right, the first thing is filing off all of the excess skin. Now I do have some gel polish on here as well, and I'm going to file that off while I do the cuticles. So the key is being consistent. So if I file this side of the nail 7 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to file all of them 7 times. And the reason why I do that is I want to taper this whole nail. When it grows up, all of the acrylic is in a different location. So, you know, where it was once a little bit thicker, as it comes to the end, it needs to get tapered and thinner. So I'm going to file that side 7 times. Now I'm going to pull the skin back on this side. I'm going to file that side 7 times. Now I'm going to go around the cuticle. Now, do you notice how I'm using long sweeping strokes? I sit the file and I pull it backwards. You can also turn your fingers to aid you in getting that whole area. This isn't going to do much. You need to do long sweeping strokes. If you're new to my channel, welcome! Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell to turn on your notifications in case your comment is chosen as the winner in my random comment game. I would also love to hear any topics you would like me to tackle in an upcoming video. All of the products, tools, and equipment used in the video today are available for purchase on my online store at themeticulousmanicurist.com. Just click the online store link. gonna dust off and see what I have. Looks pretty good. Skin around my cuticles is really dry from holding cotton balls soaked in acetone. But as we file, that will all get removed too. Now you can see how white this acrylic was at first, but it's gotten stained. So all of this gel top coat needs to come off. So I'm going to use my file. I'm going to twist my fingers. Now I'm going to shorten with it. 7. Remember I said it was 7 strokes for 2 weeks worth of growth. But I want them a tiny bit shorter because I have a lot of typing to do. So I'm going to do 7 more. Now to do the sides, it's usually 4 strokes. And then after I fill them in is when I'm going to refine the shape. Don't spend too much time shaping now, because once you get the acrylic on, the shape's going to change a little. So to get the top coat off of your index fingers, I'm turning my finger like this and I'm pushing the file up. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos, you'll remember that when nails grow, they'll start to curl down a little bit. So we've got to take this side edge off to make sure that they stay looking nice and straight. I'm going to wear my regular polish today, so I'm going to fill it with my pink acrylic. I'm using my Attraction Nail Liquid and Powder and the Meticulous Manicurist Pro No. 8 brush. This is my glass pump. Only on the new growth of the nail. Primer on existing acrylic can cause it to yellow a little bit. Left-handed is a little bit tricky. You're going to sit it right in the center and then slowly push it back. You want the acrylic to be beveled down into the cuticle area. touch the nail with the brush. And this acrylic sets up really quickly. Do you guys know why some nail technicians call it a rebalance? Because when nails grow, everything is in a different position. So you have to file and adjust your apex area, or the highest part of the arch, each time. Now we shortened them, so the tip is a tiny bit thicker, so that is going to get tapered when we file. All right. So the way that I'm holding the brush is thumb on top, index finger to the back, pinky to the front for balance. Tiny little ball. Now, if your acrylic starts to dry too quickly, you're not ready yet, just get it wet again. Get your brush wet. That'll give you a little bit extra life. I know they don't look so hot right now, but they will in a minute. Now we've pumped up a tiny bit of liquid. We dab most of it off. You want your brush in a nice tight little point. And then we're just going to touch and pull up a tiny little ball. That's all we need for our fill area if you have a small gap, depending on how big the finger is. It's depending on how big your ball is. I'm going to get a little bit bigger one for the thumb. See how I'm balancing my pinky on my existing fingers. And it's called a rebalance because the nail's all in a different spot, so I do need to add a little bit more acrylic to make sure that my arch looks right. Tip that brush up. You want the tip of that brush nice and tapered down into the cuticle area. I'll show it to you from the side, like this. All right, now we're on to the left-hand filing. Again, we're going to taper the edge, taper the sidewall, taper the sidewall. We're going to shape, refine our shape, so then we can taper the tip. Because we shortened it, so it's thick here now. Now we need to thin that out. So we're going to taper that first. We're going to work backwards. Blend that acrylic at the cuticle line. You don't want any gap, no lip, nice and smooth. Sidewall, sidewall. Taper that tip. Sidewall. Sometimes you need to taper the tip before you finish shaping if you think it looks wonky, so you know right where to remove the excess unbalanced part. All right, I'm going to give you a few quick pointers on shaping your nail when you think that they don't look right. When you're looking at the structure of the nail, draw an imaginary line down the center of the nail. Then look to the right, look to the left, make sure that they look balanced. If they don't look balanced, take note and think what is wrong. If I look from the underside here, I can see that this is a little bit more smooth and that goes down a little, so I'm going to file that. That will fix that. Then the nail needs to be filed from the corner to the center, from this corner to the center, from this corner to the center here, from the side up to the center, from the side up to the center, and then from the back all around. So we're going to do that. That fixed a little. Now I'm going to do this side. That fixed a little. Now I'm going to do that under bit. And then I'm going to re-taper the tip. And I think that looks good. Now I'm going to do that to all of them. just for good measure. Now I'm going to use my Meticulous Manicurist 100/180 buffer board to remove all the file lines. And then I'm going to use the fine side. All right, and I'm going to polish, teach you guys some good tricks about polishing. I'm going to use Stronger Than Black Coffee, Good Things Come Copper, and Suddenly I See Silver. I'm going to use my base coat, top coat, and cuticle oil. Base coat is all about that base. Top of the World is the top coat, and Call Me Ma'am Mango is the cuticle oil. When you're applying your base coat, you're going to wipe off the back of the brush, wipe off the front of the brush. The polish runs down the side of the neck. Scoop up just a teeny bit of that. That's all you need. Then when you place the brush on the nail, you wiggle it until those bristles fan out. See how those fanned out? I'm going to show you again. Maybe you can see in the film. Wipe off the back, wipe off the front, wipe off the back again. Scoop a little bit from the side of the neck. Press down, pull forward. Now, if you don't want to do that, you can wipe off the back of the brush, wipe off the front of the brush, wipe off the back, and just barely dunk the bristles till you have a little bit. The thing is that when you keep a huge amount of nail polish on the bristles, it's exposed to the air and it dries up. And then you put it back into your polish, it makes your polish thick. You're just transferring the polish from the bristles to the nail. Now, left-handed. You're going to smush those bristles, pull it forward. When I apply polish to the right side of the nail, I'm staring at those bristles on the right side, and then at the left side, the center gets covered just from the expansion of the bristles. Now the base coat should be dry by the time you get back, and it is. It's completely dry. Now, Stronger Than Black Coffee is a one-coat base coat, and or a one-coat polish, and that's why I left my sparkles on, so you could see how it completely covers even the sparkliest of colors. Can you see that? Amazing. Now the same with the polish brush. You're going to wipe all of that's on the back off. You just want a little dollop on the edge of the brush. Fan those bristles out. All right, left-handed. Set the brush down, wiggle it until those bristles fan out. If you can't get close on the first coat, don't worry about it, you'll get it on the second. Okay, there's the first coat. If you get any on your cuticle, it's best to get rid of it right away instead of letting it dry. Let's wipe that off. the top coat. Touch the bottle. Oh, Fuzzy! No! No, go away. Ugh. Top coat does help it dry faster as well, and it keeps it nice and shiny. Now, I'm gonna add a little bit accent nail. Accent nail. What else do we want to do? I was going to do the good things to come copper, but I don't know. I think I'm just doing that. Nice and simple. The accent nail does need a top coat too. And I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but if you apply a drop of cuticle oil around all of your fingers after you're done polishing, a little bit extra so that it runs down onto the polish, it will help it dry. See how I let that run down? It helps take away any scent left over from nail polish. And there is the final result. Now the holiday special for the nail polish has ended, but you can choose any 6 colors of your choice for a special price. So head on over to my website and click Products, Nail Polish, and you will find that link. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to visit my channel. People like you are the reason for my success, and I appreciate it so much. But remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel for all the latest videos. Remember, it is free, and I'll see you next time.